Hotep family, this is your brother God Nollywood Jr. And once again, I'm bringing you the real. And as you can see, the name of this topic is Poindexter Muhammad and his false teachings. And I know some people might say, "Hey, damn, you still talking about this dude?" You know, and everybody, if people don't know who I'm talking about Maurice. Rivers, people that has known him as Maurice Muhammad, and people don't even know what a Poindexter is. A Poindexter is someone who sound intelligent, but they really dumb as fuck because the information or anything they say is inaccurate. It's not correct. So these are the people that wear the glasses and dress up like nerds and so forth. Now, I know I did my last video rebutting his video that he tried to do on me. And the name of the video was called The Final Call. The Final Call was really a rebuttal of how he claimed that he was trying to reach out to me. So if I had disagreed of any points he made on his video that I did, that I could come on his live and dispute it. But Maurice never tried to reach out to me. He never tried to reach out to me, and I said this in my final call because my thing is like this: if he could have just did a conference call, and he could have told me himself that I was welcome to be on his live feed or his live video, but he did not do that. See, I'm a type of person. I'm not in elementary school. I don't like this whole passing messages thing. I'm not a child. If Maurice was a man, he could have told me himself out of his words. And he could have said, yo, I'm about to do this video. I'm about to talk about this the AWOL thing that you mentioned. And if you feel that I'm inaccurate, you are welcome to come on my live and dispute it of anything I said. He did not say that. Now he could have said that out of his words. He could have told me himself. But he claimed that he gave Bakari the message. For all concerned, I didn't get any messages. And if it didn't come from him himself, I didn't get anything. So that was basically the final call was about. I got a lot of screen shares I want to do. Hopefully I can get through them. I hope this won't be a really long video. It shouldn't be that long. But I want y'all to take a look at this picture I have on here. I want you to take a real good look at this picture. And as you can see, this is the statue of the statue of what went down in the 60s when these racist KKK police started to beat up African people in Birmingham, Alabama. Actually, this statue is in Birmingham, Alabama. Actually, so what black people had to go through with the water holes, dogs being sicked on them by racist cops. But this statue has a lot of symbolism. As you can see, you see the oppressor and you see his dog. Now, the dog represents how white people, racist white people would call us the nigger, or the sellout, or the coon, the bedwench. All these derogatory words that came from the white man, it's all represent the dog. Now, as you can see, the dog is attacking a brother. Okay? The dog only going to is being actually the dog is trained to attack his own or just following orders. So, and that's how the Negro, that's how the nigger is. He's trained to attack. He had trained whatever master say, that's what he's going to do. So anybody, as a matter of fact, I don't know if anybody saw the movie Glory. In the movie Glory, as Denzel Washington character had told Morgan Freeman's character, he said, "You're nothing but the white man's dog." This is what he told him. Because everybody know that that's how these Negropeans are. The Negropeans is the new dog for their master or their slave owner or their oppressor. So I want people to take a look at this because this is very symbolic. Very symbolic. Okay. I have mentioned how about the video before the final call, I did the video called Freemasonry and Chickens Come Home to Roost. As you can see, you're gonna see here these are the slave owners or the slave masters. Okay, and you see the slaves. Okay, let me go back. The slave masters, the slaves. And as you can see, that's how the slaves are. They want to dress and talk. They want to be as close of their oppressor as possible. This is what the dog feels he wants to be close to his master as possible. Now, these are African people trying to mimic their masters. Again, I want to make this perfectly clear that African people did not create Freemasonry and also did not create Islam. These are white people, or is this Islamic or is this Islamic Freemasonry garbage? And you got Negroes, these slaves, trying to be like them. Okay, so and I had talked about this in my video. So this is a previous this is the previous information that I want to clear up. Okay. So let's go into it. Let's go right into it. Now, as you can see, I'm gonna play this video that happened last year because I want to clear this up. And as you can see, you see Yaya on here. And this I'm gonna discuss how everything started. Okay, I'm going to talk about how everything had went down, how everything just to clear everything up for the people that really don't understand. Now I'm going to play you a video where Yaya was on Marie's panel and how she was saying all this stuff and how she said that she did not know that she was on the live feed with me and Craig. Okay? She's going to say she didn't know. So I'm going to play you that video right now. Give me 1 second. I'm going to play you the video.
The wrong way. And, you know, I love God. I was kind of sad that, you know, you all fell out or whatever, but man, they called me when I was getting to my bag and that thing had me hot. Okay. I'm at work and they called me and I'm thinking that we're not live, but we actually are live. And I'm telling them, look, you know, they're throwing questions at me and I'm like, look, I'm at work. I gotta get my money. What y'all doing? Okay, and I got tight and let them know I'll be off at 7. Send me a link then, and we can take it from there. But then I thought about it. Well, why is we doing that? Mm-hmm. Because we were all on the live together that same night. Mm-hmm. The night before. Exactly. We could have aired all that shit out then. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then the fact that, you know, and it wouldn't have been so bad had the clown apologized. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't the only one who noticed that his double talking. And that didn't do nothing but make the situation worse. It made me mad. Mm-hmm. Because I'm like, he trying to play with somebody's intelligence. Mm-hmm. Nah. So, you know, I know, you know, just from that situation alone, I know what type of nigga I'm dealing with. Mm-hmm. Because I done seen him plenty of times. So I'm not mad. They don't have to hit the link.
Now, I want to say this. She wants to start talking about how Craig was the double talking, and she claimed that she's from the hood, and she's saying all this stuff to please Maurice. Now, Maurice has a history. Let me tell you something about Maurice. Maurice has a history of intimidating Black women. When she came on the video before she went on Maurice's panel, she wasn't talking that shit. And she claimed that she didn't know she was on live. But she only said this because she was being intimidated by Maurice. Maurice has a history of intimidating Black women. This is what he does. If you say something that he don't like, or if he feels that you being somewhat disloyal to him, he will bash you publicly and he would discard you. This is what he does. This is what he does. And he learned that from his teacher, Louis Farrakhan. Because Louis Farrakhan did the same thing to Khalid Muhammad. Because Maurice loved yes men. If you're not a yes man, he ain't fucking with you. And you could tell just by sounding of Yaya's voice, she sounded very nervous. Like, oh, I don't want to say nothing to make Maurice mad at me. But she didn't talk all that shit. When we got her by herself, she did a flip-flop. So I'm going to show her. Well, I'm going to show the people what she actually said. This is before she came on Marie's panel, on this panel. Okay. Now this is the video. I call it the lost tapes. I want to give a big shout out to my brother Craig for giving me the link to this, because this is the untold video. Okay, this is something that Maurice don't want you to see. Okay, so I'm going to play you what Yaya said before she got on Maurice's panel.
Yeah, okay, all right, no, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Shalom, brother guy.
What's up, Yaya? What's up?
What's up, Shalom? I'm sorry, I'm on the clock. I'm trying to get in. I'm trying to.
Now you see how she was like, "Oh, I'm on the clock," you know, because she know Massa will get her fired. You can't. You got. You on the clock. You don't want Massa to see you. Oh, I'm on the clock. Oh, I can't talk too long. But this supposed to be the big bad Yaya. Oh, the talk about how the enemy this and the enemy that. And look, is she acting all slavish? That's how she sound like a slave. I mean, if you ain't afraid of the white man, shit. Damn, you depend on your job that bad? Shit, if you're afraid, let me tell you something. If you have to be afraid to be on your job, then you don't have a job. Your best bet is to quit. I am not going to work in fear. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen.
But I'm at my desk right now.
Okay.
Ask your question, sister.
Okay, ask her a question.
Go ahead.
I mean, like I said, why you didn't take up for my brother Craig, man?
What you say?
Why you didn't take up for my brother Craig?
Why would I say he didn't take up? He didn't take up for me.
What you mean take up for your?
Now, I kind of understand what she's talking about, but she did not say that when she was on Marie's panel. Now, I want to clear things up. First of all, this was never a beef or any. This was never a beef between me and Maurice. It was never a beef between brother Craig and Maurice. It was the beef, supposedly a beef, between Talik and Maurice over that Mississippi garbage. Because Talik felt that Maurice took his idea and he's changing it up and putting his own two cents in it and all that other crap. And Talik made it a big issue. He made it a big issue. And Talik was the one that was making videos after videos after videos attacking Maurice. Now, me and Craig, we decided to stay out of it. We didn't want no parts of it. We want to stay focused on the situation. Okay? Now I want to throw this in here because this is very important. I want to say this. My job is not to change white people. That's not how my platform is. And me and Craig, this is how we always used to do it that way. We already know that white people, or what they call Europeans, or you might call whatever you might want to call them, Caucasians, they are in their natural state. Indians, they are in their natural state. Asians, they are in their natural state. African people who've been conquered, like me, or like people like me and Craig, we're not in our natural state, like supposedly. We're not speaking our native tongue. But we're working towards that. And we're trying to change other Black African people who's been conquered to get into their natural state. Even Malcolm X said, and I quote, "Black nationalism is not designed to make the Black man reevaluate the white man. You know him already. But to make the Black man to evaluate himself. Don't change the white man's mind. You can't change his mind." This is coming from Malcolm. So we're not here to change white folks. Okay? You can't change the nature of a Neanderthal. They're already in their nature. So that's when we do our videos, we try to correct not only within ourselves, but other African people that's being oppressed. Okay? So my brother had created a blog video radio, I would say a video radio station called African Supremacy, where people can bring their ideas and bring their solutions. And by the way, people should definitely subscribe to his channel, African Supremacy. If you're promoting a business, you could get on his panel and promote your business or any ideas, any solutions. And it's something positive, something that we can work towards, something we, that's what you call building. Okay. Now, Talik claimed that he had this idea called the Mississippi Campaign. Okay. So he called Craig one morning. I think it was like around 9 o'clock in the morning. And he said, he told Craig, he said, "I would like to promote my idea on your panel." Craig didn't mind that. So Craig said, okay. So so Talik brought another person named Ingrid. She's this female is named Ingrid. So my brother Craig said, "Look, you do what you do. You promote your, your solution. I'm going to step away. I'm going to eat or whatever I have to do, and you do your thing." So while Craig stepped away from the panel, Talik and Ingrid decide to take shots at Maurice and Yaya. When Maurice found out about it, Maurice was very upset. Yaya was very upset. But instead of getting mad at Talik and Ingrid, they got mad at Craig because he failed to, because they think that he failed to moderate his show. My brother Craig said, "Well, number one, I was unaware of it when they was on my panel, but now that I saw the video, I did not like what I've heard. So I'm gonna allow Talik to download the video on his panel, on his channel, and I was going to delete the video." And he apologized to Maurice. He also apologized to Yaya. This was on the panel where Maurice set me and Craig up on. Okay. The same, not the one I showed you, but the one before that. That's the video that brother Craig apologized. And he apologized more than once. He apologized when we had the three-way conference. At a conference call, he apologized over the phone and he apologized on live. But it wasn't good enough for Maurice. it wasn't good enough for Maurice. So Maurice decided to embarrass Craig on his live feed, and because I didn't join in with Maurice, because I didn't co-sign what Maurice was doing, Maurice decided to embarrass me as well. Okay, so that's why Yaya probably felt, that's why Yaya said, well, you didn't take up for me. But what Yaya failed to realize, that she could have said that on Maurice's panel. She could have said, look, I'm not gonna lie, I was very upset that Brother Craig didn't have my back. And she could have just said, look, Maurice, whatever choices you make, then I'm with you. But other than that, I'm going to stay out of this. You know, she didn't have to take shots at Craig or even me. You know, we didn't do nothing to Yaya. Even and as you when you watch the video, you're going to hear Brother Craig said he didn't take any shots at her. Okay.
I just met you. Now, I didn't.
So why would I
say anything ill about you?
So we can make that the same answer.
No, but I never said it.
Why would I stuck up with you?
Have I ever said anything ill about? Ever said anything ill about?
Look.
Now, see, my brother said, did I ever say anything ill about you? He's right. He didn't say anything negative about Yaya. Now, like I said, I understand how Yaya felt because, you know, Craig did not defend her when Ingrid was attacking her. I can understand that to a certain degree, but she should have at least said that on Maurice's panel, and she could have just said, "Look, I'm a little upset, you know, that Craig did not defend me, so I'm going to leave it alone. Maurice, whatever choices you make is what it is, but I'm going to stay out of this. I'm going to stay out of this." And that's what she should have said. But no, she wants to flip-flop because she's scared of Maurice, and she's only telling, or she only, when she did all that talking, she only did it to please Maurice. But that's not how she really felt, and she just could have kept it real. And my thing is like this: if Yaya claimed that she's from the hood, then you should have acted like a hood chick. You should have just kept it 100. That's what I'm thinking. If you claim you're from the hood, you should have just kept it real with Maurice and said, look, I don't want to be part of this beef. I am a little upset that Craig didn't have my back. So I'm going to just leave it alone.
Look.
No.
You sat around.
I don't want to get you in trouble with Boss Maurice. Okay, sister?
Get me in trouble how?
With Boss Maurice. Okay?
I'm grown.
Okay, all right. I don't want to get in trouble with your Boss Maurice, sister. So you have a good day. I don't want to mess up your job. I don't want to get you in trouble with
No.
I don't want to get her in trouble with Boss Maurice, though, bro.
Man, no, this ain't gonna have nothing to do with him, man.
I'm talking about her.
I want my sister Yaya to know that me and Craig, we good people. I'm just saying, you know, I knew Craig for 10 years. You know, this guy is a good brother. And what Maurice did was uncalled for. I feel like he set us up. Now, I told the brother, I told him, I said, if you have any issues with our brother Craig, I said, just give him a call and talk it privately. But no, you want to set us up, and then you want to put that stuff on live air. So I don't know what he got from that. But let me tell you something about Maurice.
I don't know about what
Right.
Now she says she don't know what went on. But then if you didn't know what went on, Yaya, but why did you even open your mouth? That's the question. Why did you even open your mouth if you didn't know what was the deal? You know, you sitting there and you dissing and you talking shit. And if you didn't know, you should have said, look, I'm gonna stay out of it. But you had Maurice to punk you and intimidate you.
Because Maurice lied to you. He lied to you. He made it seem that Craig was an agent and all that stuff. That's not true.
Right. But you know, like I said,
I knew that I was coming into the lie because I heard some shit was said about me. That's what I was coming into the lie.
Okay, understandable.
Discuss that. Okay, to discuss that period. So, and then too, this thing here, and I'm gonna be brief because I am at the job and I gotta clock in.
Yeah.
You see how she's scared. She on the white man's job. Oh, I can't talk. You know, but she sure could talk about how the white man's the devil.
But I don't like this contending against no woman. You know, we could have saved this. I'll be on the clock. Listen, I go hard with y'all. I get off at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we can discuss that then. We can discuss this then.
I'm not even
going to feel like contending against a woman.
This ain't against you, though.
Now, see, now she's trying to play victim. Now she's trying to say that we're jumping her, and you know, this is two guys against one female. Get the fuck out of here, Yaya. Don't do that. Don't do that. You wasn't talking that shit when you and Maurice was joining forces. Okay. Now you claim that you didn't know you was on live, but you clicked on the link. Okay, yeah, you clicked on the link. How you not gonna know you was on live? Everybody know when you clicked on the link, it would tell you you're about to be on live. And that's what you said. You said, oh, well, the reason why I came on a live feed because I heard my name. But then you get in front of Maurice and you're gonna say, oh, I didn't know I was on live. So who's the double talker now? Now you want to play this feminist bullshit talking about, oh, I don't like this. You know, y'all jumping a female. Get the fuck out of it. Don't play that shit with me. Yeah. You full of shit. Remember, you from the hood. You from the streets.
It's not against no woman.
It's not against you.
I love you, and that's what it is.
Now see how she kept saying that. It's not the first time she said she said she loved me. If you love me, Yaya, if you got love for your brother, why you did not defend me? Why you did not defend me? That's what I want to know. Why you didn't defend me? Okay, you had issues with Craig. That could have been worked out. That could have been worked out. See, and that shows me you're not your own woman. You're not a woman. You're not a real woman. Because a real woman will hold her own. You think you need a man's support all the time. Show me that you're a strong sister, that you can have your own mind. You gonna allow Maurice to intimidate you? Come on now. Come on now. You're not fooling nobody. You got punked.
But I'll talk to y'all tonight at 7.
All right.
Here's the thing. Okay. Let me just break it down. And out of the utmost respect, you know, for Yaya.
Now I'm gonna fast forward this. Let me see something here. Okay. Okay. And Maurice, he's the last person. He should be talking. Maurice is the last person to be talking. Because if you listen to Maurice's wife, she sound like she's scared of him. Yes, husband. No, husband. Thank you, husband. What black wife talks like that? But according to Maurice, oh, that's a sign of respect. That's a sign of discipline. Motherfucker, this is not the army. I don't want my woman to talk like that. I want her to say, yes, baby. No, baby. Yes, sweetheart. Yes, honey. I like that. That's what you call black love talk. But Maurice's wife, she sound like she living in fear. You know, that don't sound like love. Yes, husband. No, husband. That don't sound like love. That sound like a woman that's scared. That sound like a woman that sound like abuse. You don't think I know about abuse when I hear it? You don't think I haven't seen that shit in my life? I'm going to play with Maurice's part. Now, I want people to hear the hatred. Now, I want you're going to hear the hate that comes out of this dude's mouth. Let's see. Let's hear the hate that come out this dude's mouth.
Here this nigga go right here.
Yo, what's up, bitch nigga?
Here this nigga go right here. I knew he wasn't gonna be the coward.
I tell y'all what.
Okay.
We can handle this like me.
All right.
I done gave both of y'all niggas my address. If y'all don't want to come to Tennessee, give me yours and I'll come.
Now, see, the first thing he said, oh, I gave you my address. Now, Maurice, let me ask you a question. Did you give the white man your address? Did you give the KKK your address? Now, this is right after he said this video that Maurice do not want you to see. This is the video that we that he came on after he set us up on the video on his panel. All this happened last year in November.
Come to Tennessee.
So where y'all at?
Come to Tennessee for work.
I come to where y'all at.
Come to Tennessee for work.
Okay.
Come argue with
we can handle it. There's no argument.
What a degenerate. What a
It's not an
degenerate.
argument.
What
It's
a
not an
degenerate.
argument.
A nigga that claims to be for his people.
It's not
but
an
he was
argument.
trying to give me his address.
not an
What would I
it's
ever
not an
come to Tennessee for?
Then
Why
give
would
me
I ever
yours.
come to Tennessee?
Then give me yours.
For what?
So I can come whoop your ass. That's what.
Man, get the fuck out of here,
Huh?
man.
That's what.
Get the
Go ahead, give me
for
yours,
your
Craig.
Do for your
Give
people.
me yours.
Do for your people.
Nigga, you
Do
can
for your people.
Nigga, you said you was gonna kill my children.
And you
You
said
think I'm gonna let that go?
that. Who
You
said
think I'm gonna
that?
let that go?
Nigga,
You
you
gonna let
don't
that go?
ever say shit like
Huh?
that. Get the fuck out.
I'm good. Nigga, I'm not talking to you.
Okay.
Bitch ass friend.
Okay then.
I'm talking to your bitch ass friend.
Your mother's a bitch. Your mother's a bitch.
You think I'm gonna let that
Your
go?
mother's a bitch.
You think, yeah, my mom dead. But guarantee you,
fuck.
when I get to New York, nigga, I'm gonna fuck you up for my mother and for my children. You think I'm joking?
Yes, I think you're
You
joking.
think, oh, trust me, I'm gonna find out where you are, dude.
Please
You're
do.
not gonna hide from this.
Please do.
You fuck with the wrong one.
You're supposed to be
You
a
fuck
man
with the
that
wrong one.
love
I
black
am a man. I
You're supposed to
didn't
love
fuck
black
with your
people. Yeah,
mother.
I want the
I
people to
never
hear
called
that.
your mother. I never
I
said
want
anything
people to
about your
hear this.
mother. I never said anything about your children.
I didn't say it about your children, sir. Now, let me say this. Let me say this. Maurice don't give a fuck about his mother. He don't give a fuck about his mother. He don't give a fuck about his children. He don't give a fuck about his father. He don't give a fuck about his grandparents. Okay? I want to make that perfectly clear. Now, he sat there, he's calling me all the B's and the N's. Okay? He's sitting there, he's calling all these B's and these N's. Now, my thing is like this. You knew what our people went through. You know that N-word. And you know that N-word had kept us in slavery for 400 years. You know that N-word had done a lot of damage to our people. A lot of damage to our people. And you're gonna use that word. And you're supposed to be a Muslim. Now, the reason why I stopped calling him that, and he said, oh, I said, your mother was a bitch. Because I'm not a female. I said, you must be talking about your mother. I'm not a female. A dog, a bitch is a female dog. I'm not a female. You don't care about his mother. Because if you cared about your mother, then your character would have been a little more different. And he tried to derail the issue. I don't like that. The reason why we allowed this man to come on the live feed, because we want an explanation. Why did he set us up on that panel? So this had nothing to do about his mother. I don't know his family. Never met his family. And then he tried to use that, oh, my mother's dead bullshit. Let me tell you something. Don't use that shit on me. That's a cop-out. Because he trying to derail the issue. He know why he's on his live feed. So you don't give a damn about his mother, because if you care about your mother, you would have showed a little more respect. So then I have to look at I got to look at your background now. Who the fuck raised you? He the one who mentioned mother, calling me a bitch and all this other shit. So he don't care about his mother. He trying to derail the issue. We didn't bring him on here to talk about his family.
Sir, no, you did. No, I did not. I said, if I come to you where you at, hold on. It was, and I was, nigga, you. I don't give a fuck. That's the art of war. I don't care.
I said, that's the art of war. I said, you declared war on me. So anything goes. Anything goes. And let me tell you this. I said, and I must repeat this again. I said, if I have to come all the way to Tennessee to deal with you, there's not going to be no survivors. There ain't going to be no survivors. From the young to the old, male or female, it won't be no survivors if I choose to be a monster and do that. But I'm not going to do that, because I'm not like that. I'm not a monster like that. But you trying to test me because that's what you want. You want to see me like that. You want to see me to bring them up. Why would you want to test me? I don't like to be tested. I don't like when people test my manhood. It should never went that far. Again, he tried to derail the issue. I'm not gonna sugarcoat what I said. I said what I said. Now, again, I didn't talk about his family because I don't know his family to talk about them. I'm only can judge about by his character. Now, if he feels that if he wanted to go with that lie that I was quote unquote talking about his family, then my next question is, just like I said in my last video, what the fuck you gonna do about it, Maurice? Since you want to go with that lie, I said what I said. Now, again, I want to say this real quick to his followers. Is this your leader? Is this what this is your leader? This is the people that this is the person that motivates you every day? Because if this is Black First and this is some Mississippi initiative, then I don't want to be part of this. This is pure hatred. He sounded no different than the oppressor that he claimed that he hates. But I can't wait till he gets the part when he said George Zimmerman didn't do nothing to me.
I will, nigga. Do it. Just right. I'm gonna find you, nigga, because I already put the word out. We looking for you. Oh, okay.
See how we say, oh, we looking for you. That Freemasonry talk, we looking for you. Who's we? Motherfucker, I only got beef with you. I don't got beef with nobody else. Who's we?
Children, I'm gonna show you what that's about. Yeah. I don't threaten nobody's children. I don't bring up nobody's fucking children. I don't bring up nobody's family. I don't do that. But you want to talk about my mom that you know dead and then threaten to kill.
And let me say this. This is the same evil bastard that thought it was okay for the Nation of Islam that he supports, that it was okay for Malcolm House to be bombed by a bunch of evil black men in the Nation of Islam. He thought that shit was okay. He thought Malcolm X was death was okay, and it was justified. This is the same Negro. But no, but when somebody talk about his family, oh, he gonna get uptight. Like I said, no one gives a fuck about your family. This is not about your family, but he wants to derail the issue. And we didn't bring him on this panel so he could talk his shit.
Kill my children. I did not say that. That's incorrect. Now we're gonna see who's real and who's not. That's incorrect. I did not say that. No, incorrect. You did say it. No, I did not. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have a reason to lie. I'm a man. I'm a man. I don't fucking lie.
And you see how he like to cut me off? This is how Maurice does. He likes to cut people off. This is how he is. This is what he does. He wants to cut people off. Now we trying to straighten out the issue. And even though it's a heated conversation, but even then I'm trying to, you know, so we could come to have a civil conversation to find out what happened on his panel right before we did this video. That's all it was. But he wants to keep rambling. Oh, you talk about my mother. You talk about my kids. And all this. I mean, please.
I don't have a lot, nigga. What you do what you gotta do?
See how he used the word, you see how he used the word nigga? He's supposed to be a Muslim. But what about what see, he didn't care about what his grandparents probably went through, how the oppressor kept calling his grandparents the N-word. I know he wasn't concerned about his mother was being called by the N-word, by the oppressor. So I have to judge by his character. Want to know who the hell raised you?
Oh, I will. You put me I will. Okay, do what you gotta do. Now the word is out. I am that man that I speak about. No, you don't. I don't threaten nobody. I don't threaten nobody. The white man called you a nigga. The white man called you a nigga. You didn't do nothing. George Zimmerman's still on the street.
I said the white man called you a nigga. You didn't do nothing. That's facts. I played that video. I said when the white man called you a nigga indirectly, what did you do? He said nothing. He said, I didn't do nothing. It came out of his mouth. But you see how this man threatened me? Threatened my life? Over some words? This was words. I didn't do nothing to this man. I didn't harm this man. I didn't do anything to his family. I didn't do anything. It was just words. It was just words.
Right, nothing. George Zimmerman ain't did shit to me. Oh,
wow, see? Let me repeat that again. Let me play that again. See, the white man's off the hook again. You see what I'm saying? Here we go again. The white man's off the hook. George Zimmerman didn't do nothing to me, but then you want to create videos talking about what the white man is doing to black people. So it's okay for the white man to do shit to black people as long as he hasn't done anything to you. You see the hypocrisy? But you got these followers, they like that shit. They like entertainment. They like people that talk reckless like this. This is entertainment. To his followers, this is entertainment. This is what they call revolution. This is liberating your people. Now, if I was subscribed to Maurice, I would be disgusted. I said, I can't follow this dude. This guy don't even practice what he preached. Let me play that again.
Oh, well, he's their children. He's a nigga. We looking for you.
Oh,
you gonna threaten my children? I'm gonna show you what that's about.
Yeah.
I don't threaten nobody's children. I don't bring up nobody's fucking children. I don't bring up nobody's family. I don't do that. But you want to talk about my mom that you know dead and then threaten to kill my children?
I did not say that.
That's incorrect. Now we're gonna see who's real and who's not.
That's incorrect. I did not say that.
You know, incorrect. You did say it.
No, I did not.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't have a reason to lie. I'm a man. I'm a man. I don't fucking lie. I don't have a lie, nigga.
Well, you do what you gotta do.
Lie. Oh, I will.
You pissed me off.
I will.
Okay, do what you gotta do. Now the word is up.
I am that man that I speak about.
No, you don't. No, you're not.
Nobody. I don't threaten nobody.
The white man called you a nigga. The white man called you a nigga. You didn't do nothing. George Zimmerman still on the street. Why do nothing?
George Zimmerman ain't did shit to me.
Well, he's the enemy.
Children, you did, nigga.
But he's the enemy.
My children, you did, nigga.
So, wow, you heard what he said? He said George Zimmerman didn't say nothing to about my kids, but you did. But George Zimmerman killed the child. He killed one of our own. And it's okay to let that go? So he gets to walk on the street free? It's okay? See, these are revolutionaries that's afraid of the enemy. But you want to talk about the enemy. That's why the enemy laugh at them. They're a bunch of jokes. Now, he confessed that George Zimmerman didn't do nothing to me, so he's off the hook. He's off the hook. I want his followers to understand the hypocrisy of this dude. I'm not about feel-good rhetoric. But see, and I'm going to direct this to Maurice's followers, that your leader, Maurice, he's afraid of white people. He's afraid of the oppressor. George Zimmerman didn't do nothing to him. George Zimmerman killed a child, killed one of our own. A young black male didn't do nothing to him. Didn't do nothing to George Zimmerman. George Zimmerman took upon himself to kill this man because he just didn't like to see a black African man in his neighborhood who happened to live there. And you would think that would be Maurice a target. If Maurice was that angry with me, Maurice shouldn't even come on a live feed. Why would you even come on a live feed to argue about something like that? Why'd you just say, you know what? I don't like the fact that he disrespected my family like that or whatever case is. So I'm going to distance myself and I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. But no. So I want this is proof and evidence that Maurice is a fake and a fraud and he's scared of the oppressor. He's scared. This is the reason why he didn't give out his address to the oppressor. This is the reason why he didn't go DM the racist white people that he like to promote on his every time he do his live videos. I asked him when the last time he ever DM a white man that was talking shit about black people, and asked him did he ever give up his address or ask the enemy of his address. See, he's scared. He's a punk. He's a coward. This is the reason why he went AWOL.
I want the people to know. I want the people to see how much you love. The people already see, nigga. They already calling you.
Don't play with me. You do what I do.
Calling. Matter of fact, that's what I was looking for.
That's what I said. I don't get into this beat. I don't get into back and forth. See, that's a woman shit. I don't do back and forth. That's why you do. That's Maurice. You do what you got to do. Because we did not invite him on here to discuss this. I didn't want to go back and forth and who said what and who said that. It was a heated discussion. We had an argument. Things were said, and that's it. We know the reason why things were said. He know why I was upset. So never mind. Fuck, he don't fuck my feelings. This is all about him. You don't give a fuck about his children. You don't give a fuck about your mother. Because if you had respect of your family, you would have came at us with respect. That's what, if you had respect, you would have showed some character. You would show some character. You came at me like you a thug, like you from the streets. You're not built like that to be coming at me like that.
I want you to come personally to come see me. I want you to come personally to come see me. And I'm going to sit back here and just let that shit go. I want you to come personally to see me. Stop talking. No, just do it. Stop talking and come see me. Oh, I will. Please. Coming your way. I'll talk about your family. What? You did talk about my family. You did. You talk shit about mine. You talk shit about mine. I'll talk about family. I never mentioned your family.
Yes, he did. He damn sure mentioned my family. Because anytime you claim that you're going to come to my house, come to my home, you threatening my family. You talking about physically threatening my family. I want his followers to understand that. I didn't say anything that I was going to physically come and harm him. I'm not about clanism. But he adopted that by, like I said, he's the dog. Remember I was showing you the dog? He's the dog. George Zetterman is the slave master. Now he's the dog. He's trained to attack his own. I want people to see this.
I have respect. Yeah, no, you don't. I have respect. I'm a fucking son. No, you don't. I have respect for me. I know, because you're a bitch ass nigga. Your boss.
You see? I'm a bitch ass nigga.
Because you're a bitch ass your mother. Yeah, okay.
So I said, your mother. I said, if you're talking about me, you must talk about your mother. Because the white man called your mother a bitch. The white man had to call your mother a nigga, but wait a minute, so they off the hook. The white people, look, my parents went through that shit, dealing with these racist Caucasians, calling the black woman bitches, calling our people the N-word, keeping us in line. That's how they kept us in line. That's how they humiliate us. I said, your mother. That was supposed to have been a wake-up call. But George Zetterman get off the hook. Or George Zetterman didn't do nothing to me. But you're threatening to come to my home. I didn't threaten to come to his home. But to the followers, Maurice is a good leader.
Your mother talk. Every time you said my mother, I'm going to knock your fucking teeth out. Oh, please. Every time you said that, you're going to lose your fucking teeth.
Conscious shit. Now, don't you see why?
You understand me? You understand me? See, y'all niggas think this is a fucking game.
I don't,
this
nigga.
Not no game.
Bro, I ain't
this
never called no family out, nigga. I'm calling you out, nigga.
See, this is, I'm glad
I ain't got shit to do with your family, nigga. Let's see you, nigga, going.
Your address and I'll come to where you are and you can say it to my face like a man. Now, see, because I don't play with y'all motherfuckers. I don't do that shit. If I got something against you, I'll tell you. But you don't put it on air, motherfucker. You don't put that shit on air. What you put it on air. What you did was treason. Right? You don't put that.
I say what you did was treason. You don't put that on air. Where everybody, where you have Big Brother watching and listen to everything you do, listen to everything that we say. So you want the enemy to see the crack of our movement. Remember, revolution is not televised. But you want to show the enemy that you don't want it. You want to show the enemy that I'm doing the enemy's job. I'm letting the enemy know that, hey, I'm loyal to the oppressor. I'm not really about liberation. Oh, I got more stuff on this clown, man. I got more stuff on this clown. This is just a warm up. See, my spirit is telling me this is spirituality, because spirituality will guide you, and you have to deal with your people. They will say, look, you can't rest until you do the job that you're supposed to do. That's why I tell people, follow your spirit. I can't rest because our people are lost. Our people are lost. So this is not liberation. This is not liberation. This is not freedom.
That shit
You
on
did
there.
this shit.
So now,
Motherfucker, look.
now that's
Yo,
so.
because y'all bitch ass niggas.
See?
Wow,
You
see?
You calling me that?
You love the white
because
man.
you are
We bitch at, see, this is a Muslim. So-called from the Nation of Islam. I just want a Muslim from the Nation of Islam to see, this is how Muslims supposed to act? Because the Muslim brothers that I know don't act like this. And I always question, why do Maurice talk with so much hate towards his people? This is pure hatred. This is pure self-hate.
Brooklyn, that white man
I'm
cry.
coming.
From the Brooklyn, from the
I
Ocean
am.
Avenue.
I am.
From the white man's
From the
cry.
what avenue?
We
What
niggas.
avenue?
Don't push the
Who?
white man's cry. See,
What
Maurice is a damn goddamn
What
agent.
avenue?
He's ready.
What avenue?
You heard what I said. I'm not going to repeat myself.
White man
because
cry.
you-
Nigga, sit up so I can hear.
Man, this
What
nigga's a
avenue?
goddamn agent,
Say it
man.
one more time. What avenue to come to?
From the Ocean Avenue.
I'll
Brooklyn.
be there, bitch.
Yeah.
I will be there.
Now, I remind you, this happened last year, November. Okay? Now, you see how he said, I'm going to be there. He never said, I'm going to find out where George Zimmerman lived at. Or I'm going to find out the people who killed Tamir Rice, a 12-year-old boy who got killed by two racist cops, two racist white extremist cops. This is what he said. I never threatened to come to his family. I never in my life, ever since I knew Maurice for 4 months, for those 4 months, I never in my life, never threatened any black man or woman to come see them and harm them or their family. But as you can see, this man going to say he's going to come to my home and my residence. This is the reason why he praised Malcolm X's death. He praised it. He called Malcolm X a snitch. He said Malcolm X's death was a good one. He also praised that how Khalid got kicked out the Nation of Islam. He praised that too. Because this is Louis Farrakhan talking. This is Louis Farrakhan talking. He's talking like Louis Farrakhan. This is what Louis Farrakhan would probably say. Matter of fact, I know Louis Farrakhan. Matter of fact, I don't even know well, let me not say that, because I never heard Louis Farrakhan talk the way how Maurice talked. But again, this is not how a person from the Nation of Islam is supposed to talk.
Nigga's a goddamn agent, man.
And I guarantee you, you're going to lose every mother and for my
Nigga's a goddamn agent,
You
man.
understand me? Craig, tell me where you live at.
Now you see this? Craig, could you tell me where you live at? Now, so you see this? So I asked Maurice's followers, is this your leader? This is what people like? I never said that. I never asked this man where he lived at. I would never do that to Maurice. Craig never did that to Maurice.
Nah,
Man,
nigga,
we can
fuck
handle
that.
this
Like,
like
you
men.
tell your shit, agent.
Come on.
It's the
Know what?
agent.
'Cause I'm talking to you.
That
I know you in Grand Rapids, nigga.
agent.
I know you
I
in
ain't
Grand
telling you
Rapids.
shit, agent.
You ain't got to worry because we already looking for you.
I ain't telling you.
He said, we don't have to worry about it because we already looking. Who's we? Who's this we? See, I talked about that Freemasonry talk. They talk as a collective. See, I was telling you about? They talk as one. That Nation of Islam, that Freemasonry Nation of Islam shit. They talk as a collective. They talk as one, like a unit. Oh, we already look. Wait a minute, who's we? We got problems with you. There's no we.
You ain't got to worry, but I'm going to find you anyway.
I know white
I'm
man.
gonna find you.
Crack,
I'm gonna find you.
cracker.
I'm coming.
Take that Marcus Garvey
Yeah.
flag down, nigga.
Make me,
Take that
nigga.
Marcus Garvey
Make me.
flag
Yeah,
down.
take that flag.
My brother Craig was going in on this dude, man. That shit was funny.
Take that flag down. Take
You
that
don't
flag down.
represent Marcus
You know what's
Garvey
going on
like
back
that.
Don't represent Marcus
Make
Garvey.
Bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, take that flag down.
Take that flag down.
Make
See, the nation of Islam. This is the nation of Islam, right? This is the nation of Islam.
make me you fucking
This is the nation of Islam. I want to
you
see.
should be afraid. And I
Bitch
know
ass
you're
nigga talking
afraid.
all that shit with a market, with a UNIA flag. Man, you a fucking
You know what?
fraud.
Yeah, he's right. If you look what you see now, he has a Islamic flag. That's a Turkish flag in the back. And where's Turkish? Where's Turkey? In the Middle East. That's an Arab flag. But then, as you can see, he tried to cover it up with the RBG. Maurice is not an RBG. He's not an RBG. He tried to use that to soak in people like me to go along with his bullshit. So like my brother said, he is an agent. Or I won't even, I'm sorry. I'm not going to even say agent. He's an informant. He's an informant.
I tell you
A
what.
fraud.
Okay. Let's see you say this
Take
to
the
my
market
face.
garbage
Y'all
flag
see me.
down then, bitch.
Your day is coming.
Take the market
Oh, we
garbage
did.
Your
flag
day
down.
is coming.
Scared.
Yeah, you
Garbage
would be
flag
smart to be.
down.
You would be very smart to be.
Desecrating the goddamn
You would be
flag.
very smart to be.
You desecrating
very
the
smart.
flag. You
Very,
fucking
very
shit.
smart. Because you at
Desecrating
the
the
end
flag.
of the day, because at the end
God,
of the
man,
day,
do you believe this
at the end
nigga,
of the day,
man?
you will have to deal with
Do you
it.
believe this
And
nigga?
there will be a reckoning for what you said about my children.
I didn't
There
talk
will be a
about
reckoning.
No, bro.
you
There
said
will
about
be
the
a reckoning
Desecrating the damn
about what
flag.
you said about my
Not
mother,
Man, fuck all
about
that.
what you said about my
I don't
mother
care.
and
I
my
don't care.
children. There
I
will
don't
be
care.
a day of
That's
reckoning.
right. I said.
Oh yeah, you don't care
said it.
now.
I said your
But
mother
when
was
that
sick.
shit
I
come
said it.
hit you in the
Now, I want to say something. Again, he has watched our people die of the hands of racist white extremists. Where was that energy? Where was that energy, Maurice, if you're watching? Where was that energy? Where was that energy when Tamir Rice was gunned down? Where were you at? Did you make any phone calls? Did you go down to these states and want to see the killers that killed Eric Gardner, the killers that killed Tamir Rice? Where was that energy? Because me and you had a disagreement, or because there was some disrespect on your part, and because I told you in your face I didn't like it, you want to get mad at me? See, what we was doing, that was on some street shit. You claim that you from the streets? I'm from the streets. I'm gonna say whatever I'm gonna say to piss you off. Now, one thing like I said, I never threaten your children. That's a lie. But if you want to go with that lie, I'm gonna ask you again, what the fuck you gonna do about it? Yeah, I said your mother. I said your mother. I don't know your mother. Don't know your mother. But if you're gonna call me a nigga, I said your mother was a nigga. But the white man, but so you're gonna get mad at me. But when the white man called your mother a nigga, or if a white woman called your mother a nigga, they off the hook. See, this is what I'm saying. When you see, you don't think about your grandparents. When your grandparents had to go through a lot of bullshit doing Jim Crow. But like I said, you want to take your anger and put it out on me. I haven't done nothing to you. I want to let the people know I haven't done nothing to this man. But you see the hatred. But we're gonna find out. I'm gonna play the rest, but I'm gonna show you how much where this hate comes from.
face. When you meet that day, I guarantee you, you're gonna care
You think it's
then.
gonna be yo?
You
I'm
think
not
it's
say
gonna
no more.
care then?
Just come see.
You gonna
Just come see.
It's that
I've already made you.
Stop talking. Stop talking. Just do it. Stop talking. Do it.
You will be so.
Yeah.
You see how he's still talking, right?
So,
Yeah,
He's still talking, right?
I see
So
you.
happy. So happy. You keep on
Okay,
talking,
stop talking.
because I'm gonna find where y'all at.
Now the
I'm
government
gonna
is
find where
watching.
y'all at. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, sure
How
are.
you threatening?
Exactly.
Fucking stupid.
No, I'm not threatening you.
Oh, he's an agent, though.
That is a
You
threat.
got a Marcus Garvey flag
I'm
talking to
promising that you're
The
gonna
feds
have to.
is watching.
You're going to I'm glad to deal with what you said. Because you're not going to threaten the life of
if you're going to do it.
See, I told him, I said, look, whatever you decide to do, you just do it. I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to argue online like this. I said, you know, the feds is watching, the government is watching you. And he's still talking, he's still making threats. So I have him on record. I have him on record. So we didn't tell him, or we didn't set him up. We didn't set him up. We got him on this panel to discuss what happened. Why did he did what he did on his panel? Now he's on here threatening people's lives and all this other stuff. So I'm telling him, I said, look, I'm helping him. I'm saying, look, the government is watching you. They listening to you. And he's going to keep talking. I say, go ahead, you do what you got to do. Because if anything happens, and if you actually going to practice, if you actually going to practice what you're going to say, then you might well just, your life is done. Your life is done. You know what I'm saying? Your life is done. So like I said, again, he don't care about his mother. You don't care about his children. You can't say you care about them and you're going to threaten people's lives and tell them, oh, you're going to make a promise? What about your family? What about your loved ones? You know, but this is what he called the nature of Islam. This is no different. Where if you look at the history of what the Arabs did to our African people, how they enslaved us over 1,000 years, it's no different. And they've been trained like the dog that I showed you, and with the Birmingham, Alabama statue. You see the canine. The white man is canine, the white man, and the canine represent the nigger.
Trust. I ain't threatening shit, nigga. I'm glad you showed you truly are, though.
Trust and believe. See, this is why we have to deal with us coons.
Let's be
because these coons stand in our way of freedom.
In the name
they stand in our way of everything.
In the name of Marcus Garvey, right?
You shut up and go play your video games, nigga.
You ain't worried about
play your video games, nigga.
Wow.
And you, I guarantee you, before I get you, if I don't get a fucking public apology on the behalf of my children,
are you gonna apologize to me? Are you gonna apologize to me?
Nigga, I don't have a shit to apologize to.
I don't have to apologize to you either.
Okay. Okay. Oh, it's not a sorry for me. It's not a sorry for me.
Oh yes, it is, nigga.
No, it's not.
Oh yes, it is.
Okay, well, we'll see in a few days. We'll see. Oh, yeah. Oh,
you crossed the line.
You wait in a few days. You wait.
Yeah, he said a few days. He was going to see me in a few days. This happened last year, November. This is a new year. We already in what, May? Now, you see, my thing is like this. If you know you're not built like that, why talk like that? If you're not a man of your word, then why even talk like that? Now it went from that to, oh, I'm going to an event in Brooklyn. If you want to come see me, come see me. I mean, come on, man. Like, this is what I'm saying. This is a man who just like he's a cartoon character. He just like to be seen. That's what he like. He like to blurt out stuff and not think. This is the typical Poindextor shit that I'm talking about.
Be right there on that street, and I'll give you a phone call.
With a red, black,
give you a phone call.
Really?
And I'll bring my red, black, and green. I'll bring my red, black, and green flag.
Man, fuck that shit. Fuck you and your flag. You don't represent the flag. You don't represent the flag.
False flag, Marie.
You was
your false flag.
like that.
every TikTok.
Marcus Garvey was spit up in your face, nigga. You a boy.
Bitch, you wouldn't knew Marcus Garvey if he smacked you
Marcus
in your
Garvey
ass.
spit up in your face.
Nigga, you was a fucking agent. You don't want to record.
Marcus Garvey spit up in your face, nigga.
You just made a public threat to a black man on live video.
I just said you made a public threat on live video. You made a public threat. You know, you made a public threat on live video.
Like
Marcus Garvey slap you up in your face talking like that.
bitch, you know Marcus Garvey if he spit in your face.
And again, I'm gonna ask his followers: is this black first? Is this black first? Is this the Mississippi Initiative? Is this protecting black women? Is this all this blackity black stuff? Is this what you call it? This sound like pure some Negro peon self-hate, some grand cracker shit that this dude's talking. I have this on record, and he wanted, and here's the funny thing about this, he wanted Craig to delete this video. He wanted Craig to delete this video because he knew this was done out of bad taste. He knew that he fucked up. He knew that. So he gonna get behind closed doors and tell Craig, "Oh, could you take till you take this video down?" But see, he didn't take the video down. He didn't take that video down that he set me and Craig up on. He didn't take that down, and that should be taken down.
You wouldn't know shit about Marcus Garvey.
You don't have to
Phone recording
You don't know about Marcus Garvey.
motherfucking agent.
Yeah,
You
whatever. But you know, Marcus
guess what the happy thing is? You know what the happy thing is? The
desecrating the
happy
flag.
thing is,
You are
the happy
desecrating
thing
the
is
flag.
this, is that for every word, for everything that y'all have done, there will be,
What do we do? What do
there
we do?
will be,
What do we
there
do?
will be,
What do we do?
Person like the say with the Marcus Garvey flag.
You don't know.
payback.
Yeah, payback will come to you too.
Bring it, nigga.
Person like
Everything you don't
the
understand.
with the
That
Marcus
I'm not
Garvey flag.
afraid.
Take that flag down. Take that flag down.
You make
Take that flag
when I
down.
come to New York,
Universal
flag
Negro
with me.
Association.
I'll
Get
have
out
Don't
of
bring
here.
that. Oh man,
Why don't
do
you
that.
take it from me?
Don't bring that flag.
Why don't you take it
You
from
bring
me?
your.
You gonna take it from me?
You got
that. Yes, I'm gonna take it from
Damn,
you.
I want to put turkey up in the background. He's an Arab. He's an
You're
Arab.
an Arab lover, Muhammad.
Yeah, I sure am.
Muhammad. That's the white
And
man's
this
name.
herb loving nigga,
That's the white
he's gonna
man's
whoop
name.
y'all ass.
That's the
No,
white
in the
man's
name of
name.
the Arab. Man, you
Say
a fucking
you
Arab.
can say whatever you
Why
want.
you
It's
a
going to
secret?
divert that
You-
ass whooping that's gonna
Nigga,
come.
I wish you
Yeah,
would.
okay.
Come all the way from Jeffrey to come to the
Watch me.
territory.
Watch me.
My
Yeah,
viewers,
I'm in your house. I'm gonna be like
this
this.
man got
Watch me.
a flag of turkey
Watch me.
superimposed on
Watch me.
the
Yeah, I'm
universe.
watching.
Watch me. Yeah,
I'm
you
watching.
better. And you better watch me very closely.
Oh yeah, I'm watching.
You better
Oh, I'm
watch me
scared.
very, very
Ooh.
closely. Oh, yeah, I know you are.
Oh,
I know you.
This nigga's a turk. He's a turk.
I know.
You know,
Because
one of
real
them
men,
more.
real men,
Nigga, one of
real
them
men,
boys that sold
real
our
men, real men,
real
What
man.
a
What? You're not a real
handle
man.
like
feminine.
me.
You
A
feminine.
real man
Bro, I
don't
can't
handle
do
this
this
like me.
brotherly.
A real
You
man,
didn't handle it like
a real man don't threaten the lives of my children.
I didn't threaten
Hey,
you.
real
Real
men
man
don't
correct.
do that.
I mean, you need to stop
Real
saying that
men-
for what you
real
want
men-
with your ass.
Bitch, make me.
Stop
make
saying
me-
that. That's a lie.
You did threaten
I
the
did
life
not
of my
say that.
children,
I
nigga.
did not say that.
I
That's a
had
lie.
two
Stop saying that,
witnesses
sir.
that heard you
saying
say that.
Dick, stop
You
saying
said
that.
it. And even
All right,
on
when you
this
come to New
call,
York, all right,
you
stop talking. When you come to New York,
you said you
when
did
you come
say
to New York, when you come to New York,
Yeah.
we're gonna deal with it. That's
yeah,
all
we
right.
sure are. We
I
are.
did not say
I
that.
don't take that shit lightly.
You
Don't
threaten
threaten the lives of my
you threaten
children
your kid.
and think
You
I'm
threaten
going
your
to
kid.
sit back and just let it go. No, you fucked up.
Let me tell you something.
I'm you
When you
fucked up.
when you say you
fucked
give out your address, that means you
damn
don't
right.
care about you. That means you don't care about your family.
Yeah.
You heard what I said? I said anytime when you give out your address, you don't care about your family. You don't care about your family. That's what I said. I said you don't care about your children. So you giving out your address, and it might be that wrong person gonna take up on that offer.
Real
Okay.
man, hold
And
on.
I tell you what, Shut the fuck up. Just like you ain't coming to Tennessee,
Shut the fuck
but
up.
I'm coming to New
I'm not
York.
coming to Tennessee. Because if I come to
New York.
Tennessee,
I'm
if I come to
coming
Tennessee,
to
it's going to
New
be a
York.
whole nother story.
Yeah, bring it. Make me out to be the bitch you think I am. How about that? Make me out to be the bitch you think I am. Come to Tennessee.
Man. Why you talking?
Make me out to be the bitch you think I am.
Am I going to get an apology?
You gonna get an ass whooping. That's what you gonna get.
Why you always
if you don't
Am I going to get an apology?
Said about my
church.
What you said about my mother.
So what? So what? So what?
Yeah, so
That's
what?
an art of war. So what? So what?
Right now, watch what I do to you because of that. And then we can tell you.
So basically, because he called me an N-word, and I said his mother, he wants to bring harm to me. He wants to bring harm to me. Those are just words. Our people are dying of the hands of another race of people, and your energy is not focused on that. This is what I'm trying to say. We have to change our condition, man. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. You know, this is really unacceptable. Now, we did not bring him on this panel to discuss, to talk about that. I don't even know how we got to this point.
Lie to tell about your kids.
No,
Which is
I
not
didn't lie,
true.
nigga. You lie. Said it. So Bakari's a liar?
You call my brother Bakari a liar? So stop saying it. Don't talk about Bakari.
Huh?
Don't talk about Bakari.
Bakari
Is
ain't
Bakari a liar?
Don't
Is
talk about
Bakari
Bakari.
a liar? Is Bakari and Yaya liars?
Don't
Are they
talk about
liars?
Bakari.
They your slave.
Don't
But
talk about
no,
Bakari.
that's
They
my brother
liars.
Bakari.
No, you don't want to.
And then
You don't want to
Yaya
admit it
talking about
because you're
hoes.
a faggot.
Talking about
Because
hoes.
you
I'm in a
see,
relationship
when
with
I
Yaya.
say something,
You're a
when I
church.
say something,
Real?
when I say something, I say it. And
Why
I
would you talk
own
about
my shit.
Yaya like that in the
And
text,
I
sir?
own my shit. You know why I own it? Because I'm not afraid of anything.
Okay,
and what
you said that
I
already.
do,
But the white man
what I
called you,
do,
but the white
and
man called
what
you a nigga in your
I
face.
do, I'm man enough
Can you tell me
to
the story?
stand up
When I was in the army,
the right thing that I've done, and I'm man enough to accept when I do something wrong. I'm
No, you're
man
not.
enough
No,
to
you don't.
accept.
He said he's not afraid of anything, but this is the same dude that went AWOL because he was afraid to fight. Now again, I could see if you could go AWOL if you was drafted. I could see if you go AWOL because you didn't want to fight and you got drafted, but he didn't get drafted. He volunteered to go fight in the army, and because he was scared, he decided to go AWOL. This is the same dude that said that the white man some white dude called them the N-word, and he didn't even step up to the white guy's face. Okay. I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand that. This is the same dude that said that some white guy was flirting with his wife, and he claimed that he went back to try to check the white guy, but the white guy wasn't there. I mean, come on. Like what, the white guy was like, he became some sort of Houdini or something? He just disappeared like that? There's always an excuse when it comes down to the enemy, but when it comes down to your own people, oh, there's no excuse with us.
What you did
I'm man
wrong
enough to accept it.
when I came
I'm man enough to accept it.
When I
I'm
came
man
Are
enough
you
to
going to
accept it.
apologize, sir?
when I came
I don't have nothing to apologize
Yes,
to.
you do.
You have
Set me
No,
up.
I don't.
Yes,
No, I
you do.
don't.
Set me up.
No, I don't.
I came in.
Nigga, I told you what I was going to
No,
say.
you did not. No, you did
before
not.
I
you
got on.
He did not tell us anything. He just said that I wanted to find out what Craig had to say about the situation with how Talik got on the panel or whatever the situation is. Craig did apologize. Like I say, Craig apologized more than once. But for some reason, it was not good enough for Maurice. So I asked Maurice, are you willing to apologize how you did me and Craig? And as you can see, he said no. Now, a real Muslim, I would say a decent man, I'm not going to even put Muslim, or Christian. I'm not going to say that because religion, religion had corrupted our people. But a real decent people will at least say, look, I was wrong. Maybe I should have done it that way. Maybe I should have listened to you. But he did not do that. He did it his way. And now we got to this point.
No, you did not. That's a lie. Incorrect.
You could just like I told Bakari.
Nigga, get out of here.
Everybody knew what I was going to say.
No, nigga, fuck all that.
I didn't even say everything that I was going to say.
No, I know you
I
didn't.
didn't even say everything that I was going to say. But you can't lie and say you didn't know.
And I told you not to say it. I said don't say it.
You told me not to say it. Don't mean I'm not going to say it.
But it don't mean I ain't gonna say what I'm about to say about you, nigga.
Wow.
I wanted you there. The fuck you think I wouldn't?
Bro, I can't even brother.
You don't do it live.
That's the only one. I thought you was a brother. I thought you was a brother. That's the only reason.
You had every opportunity. You had every opportunity to say, "Hey, Reese, you know what? I fucked up."
I did
apologize.
I told you I fucked up.
He did say that.
What did I tell you? Bro? I said this had nothing to do with you.
You did say that.
You said,
Hold up.
I don't have nothing to do with this group. I'm not in that group.
No, you didn't say that. That's a lie.
You using your emotions, bro. That's not how I meant it.
Look,
I said I'm not
responsible for how you mean something.
You're
responsible for what you said.
All I said,
You're
bro.
responsible for what you said.
Bro, I said
based off of what you said is exactly what you got.
You shut up and let my man talk.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Make just like a fucking woman.
Make me then.
See, just like I said, you sound like a woman. You don't let people talk. You want to talk over people. You won't give a chance to people because you know you fucked up. You know you messed up, Maurice. Maurice know he messed up. So he ain't gonna let nobody talk. He wants to control everything. That's what he does. He wants to be a center of everything. But the world doesn't revolve around Maurice Muhammad.
You're like a woman. You're like to run your mouth.
Yeah, okay.
We're
gonna see. Just keep beating this tough when I get
Yo, listen, were you ever married, sir? Were you ever married?
Get this tough.
I know you got baby mamas. You got baby mamas, right? You got baby mamas, right?
Keep on talking about my family, nigga.
You got baby mamas, right?
Keep on talking.
And you supposed to be a righteous man?
Keep on talking about my
you want
family.
somebody to cater
Keep on
to.
talking.
It ain't even like
Keep
that.
on talking.
Are you gonna apologize? Are you gonna apologize?
When I bust out your teeth.
Oh, now you gonna bust out my
You hear that? When I bust out your teeth, so I'm asking Maurice followers right now, is this your leader? Is this Black First? Is this liberation? I want people to hear what this graham cracker is saying. This is the white man's dog. This is the dog.
I told you because for every time you said
you gonna bust out my children, what else you gonna do? What else you gonna do, man? What else you gonna do?
Because I don't leave threats around.
What else you gonna do? Watch this. What else you gonna do to me?
You already heard me.
No, I didn't hear you. Say it again.
Yeah, you did.
You gonna do what?
You already just said it.
You gonna come to me?
Everybody heard me what I said. Everybody heard what I said.
It's Black unity, y'all. This is Black unity.
No, this is not Black unity. I got love. This is Black love.
I got love for my
This
people.
is Black love.
I got love for my
You hear this? Yeah, Maurice said, I said, this is Black unity. This is Black unity. I was trying to be sarcastic. He said, oh, this is Black love. This is Black love. How you gonna say this is Black love, B? How you gonna say some shit like that? How you gonna say that? How you gonna say some shit like that, man? It's not Black love, man. This is some degenerate bullshit that you're doing. But this is Black love. That's what he said. All that hate, he called that love. All that hate, he called that love.
Black love. This is Black love.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. You know why
What
it's
you're
Black
doing
love?
is
Because Black love. Black love will rise
doing?
up when you threaten what you love.
Marie,
When you threaten my
listen to
children,
me. Listen to me.
be disrespectful to my dead mother.
He tried to speak, bro. Yes,
I have nothing to do with that.
Eyes.
you cut him off. He tried to
This is
front
black love.
in front of the white man.
Listen to me.
You understand me?
This nigga posted a video of the white man
I
supporting.
promise you.
What you're saying is
Man,
clowning.
who's that goddamn NAACP person? That white lady, Rachel Dozer or some shit.
It's not
This
that way.
motherfucking man's a goddamn agent, man.
You understand? I told you.
And
I
he's
gave
lucky
you
I
a way out. I said, you better apologize
I'm not apologizing.
about what you
This is
said
an order of
about
war.
my mother and my children.
I'm not apologizing.
Before
I want you to
Fuck, take your way
apologize for
out.
treason, sir.
and it's my time of talking
Hey,
is up.
brothers,
So I
I'll
gave y'all
apologize
exactly what the fuck I said.
mother and children. But you are a bitch.
No, I don't need you to.
You a bitch.
I don't need you to say it.
Your mother or
No,
your
you-
mother. Your
what you say
children,
about
I
my
love you.
Go
But
ahead.
you, I'm the father, you's a bitch.
No, what'd you say about my mother? That's what I need you
Your
to
mother's a good woman. Your children, I love. But you, fuck, you a bitch.
I can accept that. You call me whatever you want. I'm fair game. But my dead mother and my children are not.
That's all
So you can call me whatever in the world you want to call me.
Art of war.
Yeah, and the art of war gonna find you, dude.
Okay, you do what you
Yeah.
gotta do.
All the boys gonna find you, dude. Now I know this motherfucker ain't from no streets, B.
Already done. It's already in motion.
All right, I'll be ready. We'll see. Have a good day, sir.
Now he said all of that on when he was working at the white man's job as a pharmacist, as working at a pharmacy. He said all that on his lunch break.
What is your father's name?
He said all that on his lunch break. That's ridiculous. But I want to say this. I want to play with something that Craig said was deep, and then we're gonna move on to the next video. But you know, that right there, that was. Let me say this to people. That conversation happened last year in November. That was the last time me and Maurice spoke. That was the last time me and Maurice spoke. Okay, I was done with Maurice after that. Okay, I was pretty much done with Maurice after that. There was no more talking. There was no more selling nothing out. He showed his true colors. He really did. You know, I was hoping it didn't get that far, but you know, he really disappointed me. He really did. Because at one point I did like the brother. I did like him. I liked his energy. But his energy wasn't directed where it's supposed to. And look, he had all that hatred. But as you can see, he didn't use that hatred to the real enemy. He never threatened the enemy. He never threatened the enemy where he could say, oh, I'm going to your house, or I'm going to let the enemy come to my house. But when it came down to his own people, he wanted to make all these threats.
Yeah, you solved that problem. Correct?
So, okay. All right, I had to go grab something, so he left.
Talking about apologize and everything. No.
Yeah.
What you did was treason.
I told you he was watching, man. You
I know he was watching. He's a bitch nigga.
So I put that link in there because I was looking for that reaction because I wanted him to show his true colors. I wanted him to come, you know, for amongst the people and show the people, you know, what he truly means, like who he truly is as a person. So that's why I put that link out there, man. You know, just so people can see, you know, what this cat, you know, represents.
So wait a minute. He gonna come all the way to Brooklyn in Wolf territory.
Nah,
And the heart of what Biggie Small, you know the shit. He gonna come all the way from Nashville, Tennessee. That means he gonna just to knock my teeth out. Unbelievable.
Yeah, man. But like you say, this is black unity, bro. It's fake, man. This shit is fake, bro. That's why I'm hoping, man, at least somebody out here can learn a lesson from this, man. Don't get involved with these damn groups. Because these groups are nothing but cults. Don't get involved in this stuff. Man, brothers and sisters, man, if you are out there and you are reluctant to get involved with, black conscious people, don't do it. It's not worth it, man, because it's too many mad men running rampant. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, this shit is a goddamn, this is fake. These people get up here all day long. They love their people. But we heard what he just said. We heard what the man just said. We heard the threats that he made.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I'm not coming to no Tennessee. Trust and believe that. What for? Because I really represent this flag. But him, on the other hand, he don't represent the flag. So he's just hiding behind the flag, using the flag as something to be able to con the people. It's a con.
My brother's right. He's on point. He used the Pan-African flag to draw in people like me and him, being Craig. And after he soaked us in, then all of a sudden he wants to try to have us do things Maurice way. No, it ain't gonna be no Maurice way because we worship that flag. Okay, we honor that flag. We honor Marcus Garvey. Okay, real consciousness is not talk, it's action. And it's obvious Maurice don't know anything about the Pan-Africanism. He don't. And as you can see, he proved my point. Now I'm gonna play a little bit more and then I'm gonna move on.
What it is. It's just a con. You know what I'm saying, man? He don't represent, man, no Pan-Africanism, man. RBGism. He ain't a member of the RB. I mean, he's not, part of the RBG way of life. He gets with all this degeneracy, man. We got a right to be mad. Right? He the one that owes us an apology. Okay, so he coming up on here, man, dictating with that dictator bull, type of mentality, man. You better go on somewhere with that shit, bro. Man, I hate to come out, man, and just be who I am. I mean, this is a part of me because I ain't gonna let nobody punk me like no bitch. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna, and this is what this dude has been doing, man. He's been taking my kindness for weakness. But I don't give a fuck. Like, nigga, you can come up to Michigan, dog. I mean, if that's what you truly want to do, nigga, bring your motherfucking ass on, bro. But nigga, I'm not gonna go down without a motherfucking fight. Trust that. I don't give a fuck if you have my goddamn exact location, nigga. Do you know what I'm saying, the military tactics that I have been trained with? Nigga.
See, and that's why when you dealing with, that's why we are considered real men, because real men, well, we are men of self-defense. And what I was doing, I was defending myself. What Craig was doing was defending himself. And Malcolm said that you stand your ground. You don't let nobody try to punk you. So that's when I did my video right after this. I did my video on Maurice and his hypocrisy. Now I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on with this. This is a video with Maurice when he was, I'm assuming this was probably, I don't know, 2013. It says right here, 2013. And Maurice confessed that he don't represent the Nation of Islam. He confessed that he don't represent the Nation of Islam. So that tells people something right there. So let me play you what this fool said.
You went to the wrong source. You went to the wrong source. Because I never said I represent the Nation of Islam. But I do speak as a Muslim, as a man who's taught by Minister Farrakhan. But I never said I represent the Nation of Islam.
So here you go. He's what you call a false flagger. Now that means because he don't represent the Nation of Islam, that means that he never went through the training. That means he never took no exam. He saw some, I guess he watched a couple of Farrakhan DVDs, and he declared himself as a Muslim without any proper training. And as you can see in the last video I played, that don't sound like a person who's from the nation. So he did it his own way. He declared himself to say, I'm Muslim, just because he watched a couple of Farrakhan DVDs. And see, if these Muslims know that he's a false flagger, I hate to say this, but Maurice need his ass beat. I hope these Muslims who went through the training, who actually does represent the Nation of Islam, go find this dude and whip his ass. Because you don't false flag like that. You don't talk about you don't represent the Nation of Islam. But then you said that you only respect the teachings of Louis Farrakhan. How does that work? So he's already admitted in 2013 that he do not represent the Nation of Islam. I'm going to play this one more time.
You went to the wrong source. You went to the wrong source. Because I never said I represent the Nation of Islam. But I do speak as a Muslim, as a man who's taught by Minister Farrakhan. But I never said I represent the Nation of Islam.
So he don't represent the Nation of Islam. He don't. He saw a couple of, like I say, he saw a couple of Farrakhan DVDs, and that was it. He decided to become a Muslim without going through the proper training and going through taking any type of NOY exams. But people want to follow him. So how the hell you could be into some type of leadership, and if you haven't got any proper training as a leader, how are you going to represent something and you have no clue of what you trying to what you talk about? You have no clue. But this is a false flagger. This is a Poindextor. So everything that he says is false teachings. And just like my brother Craig said, we have to be very careful who we follow. We have to be very careful who we listen to. Now, he just admitted that he don't represent the Nation of Islam. I'm just shocked. Now, I'm going to play you. Let me see something. I'm going to play you that he admitted that I'm going to play you that he admitted that he voted for Barack Obama. Just like I said before, how he's a liberal, how these liberals, they didn't do nothing. These black liberals, they didn't do a goddamn thing when Barack Obama was in office, and all of a sudden that Trump is in office, all of a sudden they want to become this revolutionary all of a sudden. Now, he admitted that he voted for Barack Obama.
That was there. That if you in 500 miles of Atlanta, be there. It wasn't an option. It wasn't if you can make it. It was you better be there. So we had to go. And we had to go and canvass door to door for Cynthia McKinney. So, you know, the minister has been very, very good to Cynthia McKinney. Very, very good. Now, with Barack Obama, he's not responsible for what Obama did. You know, hell, I voted for Barack Obama the first time.
There you go. He said, I voted for Barack Obama the first time. Okay, let me repeat that again.
Come. So I was one of the ones that was there. That if you in 500 miles of Atlanta, be there. It wasn't an option. It wasn't if you can make it. It was you better be there. So we had to go. And we had to go and canvass door to door for Cynthia McKinney. So, you know, the minister has been very, very good to Cynthia McKinney.
Let me say this. There is no proof of Louis Farrakhan meeting with Cynthia McKinney. There's no proof of that. There's no records of that. He hasn't proved that. Now, this is during the minister Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam on trial. Now, again, he just admitted that he don't represent the Nation of Islam, but then he's speaking for the Nation of Islam in this debate. Okay, so there's no record of just want to make this clear, make this crystal clear that there's no record anywhere that Louis Farrakhan met with Cynthia McKinney or even try to do any business with the sister. So, but then Louis Farrakhan, his votes was on Barack Obama. Now, Barack Obama, he supports homosexuality. He supports that two males should have, two males should have a right to get married, and two females should have a right to get married, just like a straight couple. So he went and support this homosexual monk in office. And admitted it.
With Barack Obama, he's not responsible for what Obama did. You know, hell, I voted for Barack Obama the first time.
There you go. Now, Barack Obama is the same person that also said that he wasn't going to do nothing for black people. He also said when reparations came up, he said that he said he wasn't for reparations. When the UN said that they was willing to they wanted to fight for our reparations, Barack Obama turned it down. So, but this is a Maurice is supposed to be for black people, and he voted for the same person who support homosexuality and support the disapproval of our reparations. Okay, this is who he voted for. And what it says here, it says the first gay president. Okay, the first, this is actually a news from Newsweek, the first gay president. This is what Maurice voted for. This is what Maurice voted for. I didn't vote for that, but Maurice did. So that should tell you something. That should tell you something about your buddy Maurice. So those followers, so that means he's for homosexuality. But then he want to talk about I'm for homosexuality. So number one, he's not for black women. Because if he was for black women, if he loved the black women, then his vote should have been with Cynthia McKinney when she was running for the Green Party the same year that Barack Obama was running. He did not do that. Okay, now I'm gonna play you another video. This has something to do with I believe. Let me see something. This is something with to do with the swirling. Now, according to Maurice, he don't believe in swirling. He don't believe in swirling. This is what he tell me he believe in separation. But I'm going to play you what he said, and then I'm going to play you what Malcolm said, because Malcolm was in the nation. So I'm going to play you what Maurice said. Now, remind you, I want you to make this perfectly clear that Maurice said he do not represent the Nation of Islam. He don't. But then he asked me if I'm familiar with, I believe, with Elijah Muhammad's teachings. But I'm going to play you this video, and then I'm going to compare it with Malcolm.
You're not familiar with the lessons of the nations of Islam, correct?
Oh, I'm sorry. The lessons of the Nation of Islam. But wait a minute, Maurice. You, according to this video, let's watch this video. According to this video, you said you don't represent the Nation of Islam. Okay? Here we go.
No, you're not.
No.
Correct. Because
I'm speaking around because I'm not from the nation. I'm not familiar of the lessons. I'm only going to go by the teachings of Elijah Muhammad and some of the teachings of Elijah Muhammad and with Malcolm X. But other than that, I've just been honest. You know, maybe Maurice knows something that I don't know. I don't know.
Lessons teach us that the Latinos, they are our brothers and sisters. They are natural people as well. So because that they are natural people, they are us, they are indigenous people, they are Semitic people, they are part of us. So as far as the Nation of Islam goes, they are our people as well. So that's why you will see Latinos in the Nation of Islam. You will not see white people in the Nation of Islam, but you will see Latinos in the Nation of Islam because they're our people. They're not, they are Semitic people. So the Nation of Islam, what we got to remember is that most people think that the Nation of Islam is a black nationalist organization. Is that?
Wow. Now, I just showed you. He said, these are our people. He said, these were our people. He said, these were our people. They go through the same struggle as we go through. These people don't look like me. These are our people. These people don't look like me. These Latinos don't look like me. Hold on, let me check it. Look at this. Look at this. This is swirling. This is swirling. These people don't look like me. They look white to me. These are white-looking Latinos. Look at this. Let me play this again.
Why, within 500 miles of Atlanta, go to Atlanta and help her in her election. So we were there knocking on doors, going door to door, getting people to vote for Cynthia McKinney. Were you aware of that?
No, I was not.
No, you was not.
There was no pictures. So so you saying he met Cynthia McKinney?
They know each other very well.
Are there pictures? Are there pictures?
Yes. Yeah. There's a lecture on.
Actually, you see how his face is? Yes. Like you could tell he was lying. You could tell he's lying. And if you do the research, you won't find no records of that.
On YouTube, where the ministers in Atlanta talking about the whole thing, because I said he made us come. So I was one of the ones that was there. That if you in 500 miles of Atlanta, be there. It wasn't an option. It wasn't if you can make it. It was you better be there. So we had to go. And we had to go and canvass door to door for Cynthia McKinney. So, you know, the minister has been very, very good to Cynthia McKinney. Very, very good. Now, with Barack Obama, he's not responsible for what Obama did. You know, hell, I voted for Barack Obama the first time. So a lot of us did that. Now, back to your question about the Latinos. You're not familiar with the lessons of the nations of Islam, correct? No, you're not.
No.
Correct. Because our lessons teach us that the Latinos, they are our brothers and sisters. They are natural people as well. So because that they are natural people, they are us, they are indigenous people, they are Semitic people, they are part of us. So as far as the Nation of Islam goes, they are our people as well. So that's why you will see Latinos in the Nation of Islam. You will not see white people in the Nation of Islam, but you will see Latinos in the Nation of Islam because they're our people. They're not, they are Semitic people. So the Nation of Islam, what we got to remember is that most people think that the Nation of Islam is a black nationalist organization. Is that what you thought as well?
Well, that's what it is. Now, Marie said these are our people, right? Well, let's see what Malcolm says. Let's play you what Malcolm X says. Okay? I'm going to play you what Malcolm says. Let's see what our ancestor Malcolm says.
Have been similarly discriminated against, though not for so long a period of time as Negroes. Puerto Ricans weren't enslaved. Yeah, this is a problem that stems from slavery. And this compensation, yes, so this compensation is coming to people who were enslaved by the white man for 400 years. The Puerto Ricans don't even fit into this picture. Well, they do fit into it. No, they do fit into it. The problem is the Negro problem. They're not lynching Puerto Ricans. If a dark-skinned Puerto Rican went down to Mississippi, he probably would be lynched too. Spanish, he wouldn't be lynched. No, they don't. It's a Negro here, and as long as he speaks Spanish or some other language, or if he ties his head up with a turban or something, he can go anywhere in Mississippi or in your home that he desires. You're not aware of the fact, are you, that Africans do them?
Now, see, ain't Puerto Ricans as part of the Latino family? He said, "Is the Puerto Ricans not the one being lynched?" Let me see if I can play that again. Let me see if I can play that again. And remind you, Malcolm was in the Nation, and he said this. So because Maurice is not properly trained, or he hasn't been trained by the Nation because he's a false flagger, he's sitting there lying to the people. But I'm trying to figure out, where did he get that lie from? Because Malcolm, who was under Elijah Muhammad, did not say Puerto Ricans was our people.
Long a period of time as Negroes. The Puerto Ricans weren't enslaved. Yeah, this is a problem.
He said the Puerto Ricans wasn't enslaved. So he's telling this Uncle Tom, look, why are you talking about the Puerto Ricans? See, he's talking about the Puerto Ricans that look like the ones I showed you in the picture. He said they're not the one getting lynched. They're not getting discriminated. They didn't pass laws for Puerto Ricans. They passed laws for the enslaved Africans in this country. The anti-black laws called the Jim Crow. They didn't say the anti-Puerto Ricans or anti-brown laws or anti-yellow laws.
From slavery. And this compensation, yes, so this compensation is coming to people who were enslaved by the white.
He said the compensation, he's talking about reparations. It's not going to the Puerto Ricans. It's not going to the Latinos. But according to Maurice, those are our people. Those are our people. So so what are you saying? They're not going to receive anything, so they can't be our people. Matter of fact, there was no Latinos doing, where was the Latinos in the Nation of Islam when Malcolm was living? When Malcolm was alive, Maurice, if you're watching, where was the Latinos? Show me one Latino when Malcolm was alive, when Elijah Muhammad was alive. I'll wait. And this is the Nation of Islam, because Malcolm represents the Nation of Islam. Maurice don't.
Man, for 400 years, the Puerto Ricans don't even fit into this picture. They do fit into it. No, they do fit into it. The problem is the Negro problem. They're not lynching Puerto Ricans. If a dark-skinned Puerto Rican went down to Mississippi, he probably would be lynched too. Spanish, he wouldn't be lynched. No.
He said, as long as they speak Spanish, they wouldn't be lynched. Because they're not the target. We are. This comes from Malcolm. So that should tell you that Maurice is a false flagger and he's spreading false teachings. He knows nothing about the Nation of Islam, so he can't speak on it. Now I'm going to move on because I'm going to play you with Farrakhan said, and I'm going to play you the self-hate that this man have. That he said that we was a curse. Now he talked like those racist European Mormons. How our skin was a curse. Our kinky hair was a curse from God. Our black skin was a curse. Our wide nose and thick lips was a curse. But at the same time, you see these Europeans darken up their skin, trying to find ways to kick up their hair, trying to make their nose wider, getting butt ejections. But according to Louis Farrakhan, we was a curse from God. This is sound like some Israelite shit. I'm going to play you what Farrakhan said. This is what it's self-hate from. This is what Maurice said. This is his father figure. This is his mentor.
So Shabazz was not permitted to stay in that area. So he took his family into the jungle of East Asia, which we now call Africa, to make a people close to nature. And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, this is the origin of kinky hair. Because we didn't have kinky hair prior to that. The hair on our head was like the hair on our eyebrows. The hair on your eyebrows straight, the hair on your head is not the same as the hair on your eyebrow. But the hair of every other people is the same as their eyebrow. Your eyebrow straight, your hair something different. Wouldn't you like the hair on your head to be as straight as the hair on your eyebrow? That's why you're so busy frying it. That's why you're so busy pulling it. Because your nature tells you that the kink I mean, you know, with I'm black and I'm proud, we got to learn to be proud of kinks. Because most of your family of other black people on the earth, jet black. They didn't have no broad nose and thick lips and kinky hair. They were dark-skinned people, jet black. But they had straight hair, a thinner lip, a thinner nose. But we are marked as a different kind of black person. And we were rejected and despised, not only from the circle of the gods, but we were despised and rejected by all the other dark people of the earth. This is why today black people with kinky hair and broad nose and thick lips are rejected in every society. I want you to hear me well tonight. Yes, sir. Why are we rejected? Because the essence of beauty is in obedience and submission to God. And the essence of ugliness is when you rebel against God. And when you rebel against God, in your rebellion, you are marked with a certain mark of your rebellion, which is the disfigurement of your internal self, which manifests in the disfigurement of your external self.
Wow.
And this is why when you look at our people, wherever we are found on the earth, you find us either disfiguring ourselves physically because we are disfigured on the inside because of rebellion.
There you go. There you have it. The self-hate. The self-hate is strong. Now, I'm going to play you something else that will that's very interesting. I'm going to play you this video. Let me see this video right here. This was dealing with the Alabama situation when the 4 girls got killed. I'm going to play you what Maurice said about that. and how he made excuses again for the enemy. Now I just played you what Farrakhan said, that we was cursed. We was cursed because we was disobedient of God. This is the bullshit that he would say. And no one never, and everybody ran with that. Like how could you say that to your people like that? That don't sound like a man of love. So I'm going to play you what Maurice says in this video when I questioned him about the four girls and why the Nation of Islam did not retaliate.
Now, since none of us did the action that you say the Nation of Islam should have done, and I'm saying that if we would have done that, the Nation of Islam could have been a great chance that it would have got killed out, because we just don't have the ammo or none of that shit.
Wow, did you hear that? That's a lie. That's a lie. You see how he made excuses for the enemy? And he said, because if they would have, we would have died out if we would have retaliated. Now, those four girls, they got killed in 63. Well, that's strange, Maurice, because in 65, y'all had the ammo, you had the guns and the bombs. You sure you had the ammo for Malcolm X? So you didn't have the ammo for the enemy? You couldn't bomb some white churches? See, this is the self-hate. This is the excuses. You hear all the excuses? This is the excuses. I'm gonna play this again. This is the excuses he has.
And go kill Eric Gardner. I mean, go kill the police who killed him, or kill the police who killed Mike Brown, or kill any of these police that killed our people. But we all agree that we at war. Same scenario.
No, brother. Let me say this. Let me say this. First of all, I'm not in the Nation of Islam is supposed to be a militant organization. It's supposed to be a militant organization. I'm not in no militant organization. You know, when Malcolm got killed by the Nation of Islam, it wasn't just one man that did it. It was a group of people. When they bombed his house, it was a group of people. It wasn't just one man. So I'm not part of no militant group, but Maurice is supposed to be part of a militant group. My question is, you had guns and ammo and you had guns and bombs, Malcolm X, and you couldn't use that to the enemy? What about just sending a message? What happened to that? How come you didn't bomb no white homes and no white churches and bomb up their families? You know, this is the question that I want. This is the question he didn't answer, but you made excuses. All these are excuses.
As the poor girl, can I get you to say yes? You agree it's the same scenario?
Yes.
Perfect. Now, since none of us did the action that you said that Islam should have.
Like I said, the Nation of Islam is a militant organization. I'm only one man. I'm only one man. But you're talking about organization. But I don't know, that reasoning is pointless. That doesn't make sense.
Done. And I'm saying that Islam could have been a great chance that it would have got killed out because we just don't have the ammo or none of that shit.
That's a lie. You see how this man lying? That's a lie. You know.
So it would have been wiped away, right? Then there would have been no Farrakhan because he'd have died. There wouldn't have been no Khalid Muhammad. Khalid would still be Larry Moore. I would be Maurice.
Oh, please. He just making excuses. Those excuses. Those excuses. I'm tired of excuses. Once again, the white man's off the hook. I'm tired of hearing that. So I'm just this is proof. This is definitely proof that Maurice is protecting the enemy by making excuses. But you didn't make it excuses for Malcolm. So that shit is not going to fly with me. I'm going to play another video here. What this video is about? Let me see what this video is about. Okay. Now this video is about Elijah Muhammad that got 3 young girls pregnant who was in their late teens, maybe early 20s. But these are young women. Okay, so I'm going to play you what he said, and I'm going to play you, and I'm going to show you I'm going to show you the records of what was told, what was said. All right, let me play you this video. Let me play you what Maurice said. Hold on.
Whoever the hell that is. But I was quoting him about somebody smoking in the mosque or whatever. So, you know, we can't be corrupt and give little sound bites to think that it's okay, because we can't be like that. Now, Malcolm said betrayal is a bad thing, and it is. It's a hurting thing. And Malcolm, you heard him apologize for his betrayal. But let's look at it. Now, Malcolm, well, even before I get to that point, I want to deal with it because you deal with a lot of propaganda. You've presented us on different occasions propaganda from the enemy that boils out to be lies. You did it with the Quran and the rape and child.
See, this is what I'm saying about being a Poindextor. He don't know anything about propaganda. Propaganda means misinformation. Now, I proved everything from the words of Malcolm X. I shared screen all my information. And what happened, because he could not address every little thing I said, because I was trying to make a connection between the old Islam and this what they call the new Islam. It's still the same way, because they're both reading from the same Quran. So how can a new Islam would be? How come you create a new Islam if you're reading from the same old Quran? Doesn't make any sense to me. But he's obvious he don't know what the word propaganda means. Okay, because he's trying to sound intelligent, but when he speaks, it's a lot of buffoonery.
Child molestation. You did it again with this movie that you played that I don't even know what it was supposed to really be representing, because if you would have just played Minister Farrakhan, but Minister Farrakhan...
See, he's always talking about Minister Farrakhan. He's always talking about Mr. Farrakhan. This is the same leader that said we was cursed. Our skin was a curse. I'm not playing no fucking Farrakhan. I'm playing what Elijah Muhammad said, according to what Elijah Muhammad told Malcolm X.
And said, yes, he had wives, and you didn't pull the CIA transcripts which said in there that they were wives of Muhammad, not underage girls, but they were his wives of legal age.
Okay. Okay, I'm glad you said that. Since you want to go with the white man and you want to agree with the white man, and we're going to go by the white man's records. But first, I'm going to play you this video what Elijah Muhammad had told Malcolm X. Here we go.
You have a very good understanding of prophecy, of spiritual matters. I'm not surprised. I have built this nation under the divine guidance of Allah. He has brought me back from the dead to lead my people. After me, there will be no more. No more. I must plant my seed in fertile soil. It is only the fulfillment of prophecy.
Now, here we go. He said he must, because according to this prophecy that he got from his Quran, his job was to plant his seed into other women. He didn't say my job was to get other wives. His job was to impregnate other women, not to have wives. So I'm trying to figure out where was the wives. So he's talking about the CIA transcript. But well, let's look at what the FBI wrote. So I don't know if he got it mixed up with the CIA or FBI, but I went to the FBI vault, and this is what I put up. This is what I got. I'm gonna show the people. This is Elijah Muhammad, and I'm gonna show you with the FBI the transcript of the FBI, because this is what Maurice probably is talking about, and I'm gonna show you all his relatives. Now, of course, Elijah Muhammad's father's name is Wali Muhammad. This is all his relatives. Okay, his brother, his mother, Marion Muhammad, his brother, his sister, brother. Oh, what do we have here? I only see one wife. Where's the other three? Maurice, if you're watching, where is the other three wives? I only see one wife. And everybody know who Clara Muhammad is. Where's the other three wives? Okay, let's move. Let's go to this one. Let's see if the wives are there. Okay, you got son, sister. Okay, you'll only see one wife. You don't see the other three wives. But according to Maurice, they actually had, do it say, according to the transcripts, that he said he had three wives. So where's the other three? So Maurice, who's speaking propaganda? Who's speaking propaganda? Is it me? I'm speaking propaganda? Let's play that again. He said there was a transcript. They had three wives. So it doesn't matter, because if CIA and FBI, they both share the same information. So let's see what he says.
Now, Malcolm, well, even before I get to that point, I want to deal with, because you deal with a lot of propaganda. You presented us on different occasions propaganda from the enemy that boils out to be lies. You did it with the Quran and the rape and child molestation. You did it again with this movie that you played that I don't even know what it was supposed to really be representing.
Now he knew I was representing. He, Elijah Muhammad never said my job was the prophecy to get three more wives or to get more wives. He never said that. He said his prophecy was to impregnate women. He said, "What do you mean? What what he meant when he said I'm gonna plant my seed in fertile soil? What do you think he meant?" And that was the betrayal that Malcolm had said. He felt betrayed because one of the things that you don't do is to commit adultery. He knows the rules already. Now you see how he protecting wrong? Maurice is he's no leader. He's no leader. You can't say that you're a leader.
Because if you would have just played Minister Farrakhan, but Minister Farrakhan said, yes, he had wives, and you didn't pull the CIA transcripts, which said in there that they were wives of Muhammad, not underage girls, but they were his wives of legal age. Of legal age. The CIA said, the FBI said, well, we're not going to promote it. We're not.
Now, like I said again, I'm going by his relatives, and this is what they showed up. They show only one wife. So I'm asking Maurice right now, where's the other 3 wives? See, this is what I'm saying. Be careful who you listen to. Because people are stupid enough, they will go along with it. And you notice he didn't show any proof. He didn't show any evidence. He didn't show any proof or evidence that what the CIA said. Now, this is coming from the FBI vault. I got this from the FBI vault. Now, you can check this out yourself. Okay? So Maurice lied. He lied. There's no record of Elijah Muhammad cheated on his wife and got 3 young girls pregnant. And of course, his spiritual father or his mentor, Louis Farrakhan, tried to cover it up. But Malcolm wasn't trying to cover that shit up. And that's why they killed him. They killed Malcolm X for that. Them evil bastards. So let's talk about, we're going to talk about his master, Maurice's master, his slave owner, Fraud Muhammad. We're going to talk about his Fraud Muhammad, his master, Master Fraud Muhammad, that he called his master. So we're going to talk about what he said about Master Fraud Muhammad.
You also said that the NAACP was created by white people, and the Nation of Islam is created by white people, by a white person. Now, Master Farad Muhammad, who's the picture that you showed, his father was black and his mother was white.
Okay, you hear that, right? He said his father was black and his mother was white. He didn't show no proof for that. Now, if you claim that you got access to that information, when I asked him where's the proof, he didn't show it to me. Remember, he was supposed to show the evidence, not me. Okay, so I want to repeat this again, and I'm going to show you the proof that his master, his slave owner, the person that he loves so much, is a white man. Now we'll prove that to you from the vault.
What is the position of the Nation of Islam when it comes to integration, Brother Guy? Do you know what our position is?
When it comes down to integration?
Yes, sir.
No, I don't.
Okay. Our position is separation. The Nation of Islam has always.
Now here you go again. He contradicted himself. Did he just said that it was okay to include Latinos in the Nation of Islam? That don't sound like separation. That sounds like integration.
separation. If you go to the back page of our paper, it talks about what the Muslims want and what the Muslims believe. And it says separation. Do you bear witness that the Nation of Islam has taught separation?
Yes. Well, through Malcolm X, yes.
No. Well, who taught Malcolm X? Malcolm X wasn't no self-teacher.
But no, I'm sorry, Elijah Muhammad.
Okay. And who taught Elijah Muhammad? He wasn't self-taught.
I guess Farad Muhammad.
Farad Muhammad, exactly.
But here's the thing.
Thank you. Okay. So, Master Farad Muhammad, father is black, mother is white.
Now he said father is black, mother is white. That sound like interracial dating, interracially. That sound like interracial. That sound like swirling. But let's see if that's accurate. Let's go back to the votes. Okay. Let's see who fraud. Now, they said this man was a mulatto, right? But let's see what the transcript says. Okay, Farad Muhammad. Let me blow this up a little bit. So I want people to see what I'm doing here. And we'll see if Farad Muhammad is really a mulatto. Okay. This is Farad Muhammad. He told me his mother here. Beatrice Fraud and Zurot Fraud. That's his father's name. Beatrice is his mother's name. And they both was born in Hawaii. Okay? They both was born, Farad Muhammad parents is Hawaiian. Interesting. Let's move on. Now, as you can see here, according to the transcript of Farad Muhammad, they said his race, the father, his father is a white man. He's white. His father's white. So his father was white. But according to Maurice, he said that his father was black. Let's see what his mother is. Okay, here we go again. Father, Wallace Fraud. Wallace Fraud or Fraud. Okay, he's a white man, race white. Okay. Okay, his mother, maiden name. Let me blow this up a little bit. This is Farad Muhammad. His mother's name, Hazel. She says that's her maiden name. And she was race. She was white. She was white. Okay, this is his mother, white. I'm not making this up. Okay, I am not making this up. So both of his parents is white. Both of his parents is white. Okay. Let's look at the father. I'm going to make that perfectly clear. The mother is white, which Maurice got that part right. But the father is white too. Right? It says race white. So I'm trying to understand, where did he get that information from, where he said the father was black and the mother was white, where the transcripts show, because he does say that that's the only thing that the white man got right. So we got to go with the transcript. So far, again, everything that Marie says was a complete lie. And it's sad that because this is what happens when you don't do any research and you let people, because people just sound good, or they have you draw in on a bullshit. And I tell people to do your own research. Stop following these con artists. Like my brother Craig said, stop following these con artists. Now, I'm going to show you one more thing what Malcolm said. And he was saying the same thing I said, was when I said one of the solutions is to send us back to our homeland, to our own people, and with all the necessities that we need to use to build or rebuild Africa. I'm going to play you what Brother Malcolm said.
Since we see that we just can't get justice here, and by justice I mean economic security, political security, social security, and so forth, the best solution is for the white man to allow the 20 million black people in this country to go back to our own home. Those who want to go back to our own home and to our own people. And that the government itself should give us everything we need to go back to our own home and start life anew in our own land among our own people. And then if the government doesn't want to do that, since they don't want us to leave and they want us to stay here with them, we don't get along together, then Mr. Muhammad says the best solution is to separate part of the country here and give us a place to ourselves where we can then go and set up our own agricultural system, our own economic system, and try and do something to provide food, clothing, and shelter, and the things that our people need in order to live. In other words, give us a chance to solve our own problem among ourselves on some land of our own, instead of continually trying to force us into white society, where the white society knows we're absolutely not wanted, and a white society which knows it will never accept its ex-slave on the same level with itself as something equal with itself. Of course.
There you go. You heard him from the man himself. He said, if the white people don't want us to let us go and so we could be with our own people in the motherland, then they should split the country in half. They could be on one side and we could be on the other side, and let them compensate us with reparations so we can build our own nation. Okay, so that I want to play that I just wanted to play that real quick, because this was something that I thought it was important. You know, I just want to say this real quick, and I know I hope people will understand that it's not good, it's not healthy to listen to rhetoric without and all these false teaching rhetoric. But I'm going to make this perfectly clear. And you know, Marie said a lot of shit. He said a lot of stuff. And I wonder, you know, he's poison. People like Maurice is poison. And when you listen to guys like that, you know, you're going to bring a lot of you're not going to get nowhere with that. You're not going to get nowhere. But I want to pull this up real quick. I want to pull this up. But I wanted to show this because, and this is where I'm going to end this, because I'm sick and tired of fake people. I'm tired of fake people. I'm tired of people that lie to the people. And I always tell people, be careful who you follow. Now that I can rest, and I can move on. I want to say this because Maurice thinks I'm afraid of him. He always come off like this bully. Okay? But I'm going to show you this clown, how this clown really look. Okay? Now I'm going to show you this clown, and he thinks that I should be afraid of that. Now this is Maurice. Now of course he got his little Levi, tight ass Levi jeans. He got a pop belly. He got his little tap dance cowboy boots on. He got his little raggedy ass army hat. And he swear he think he big and bad. And you think I'm supposed to be afraid of that? So I'm going to end this like this. Maurice, there's some rules that you're going to have to follow when it comes down to me. One of the rules, one of the things I want to tell you, keep my name out of your fucking mouth. Okay? You don't know nothing about me and you don't want to know me. Okay? Okay? Your best bet is to stay in your lane. If you're watching, I'm just letting you know, stay in your lane. You do what you do. But keep my name out of your fucking mouth. Okay? And another thing I want to add is that you go ahead and you do what you do. You go ahead and you talk about white folks, and you know, and you go ahead and you want to bash them and talk about them, and you go ahead, you do what you do. You want to make videos. You want to start talking about come. You want white people to come see you. Why don't you give up your information? How about that? Show the people that you really mean business. Let me show you the soldier that you claim you really are. Okay? Stop lying to the people. Your false teachers won't get us nowhere. You're a liar and you're a deceiver. So you're not no one is afraid of you. You are nobody. So I'm just letting you know, stay in your lane and keep my name out of your fucking mouth. I shouldn't be making no more videos of you, and you should be making no more videos of me. Okay? So I'm glad that you showed your true colors to the people. Okay? So I want people to take a good look of this clown. There's a good look of this clown, this buster. Look how he got his hand in his pocket like he's some deputy. Guy's a phony piece of shit. But I'm going to end it like this. Family, we're gonna definitely now, like I said, now I can rest. I can rest. And now I can move on and do the things and talk about real issues. But I want people to understand to stay away from false teachings. Because somebody sound good, let them show you proof and evidence. Let them show you it's just more than books. Because this is not it. This dude, he's not the truth. He's not. He's not. He can't never be on the same level like young Pharaoh and Brother Polite. He can never be on the same level as those guys. Those guys taught me. Those guys taught me that religion was bullshit. This guy didn't teach me shit. This Maurice character, he didn't teach me nothing. So, family, enjoy. And it's our time now. Okay? It's definitely some real RBG time right now. And we're gonna get it. We're gonna definitely move forward on this. But I hope somebody learned from this video and really just take notes and just stay away from these phony, these false teachers, man. They're evil. And just because, like I said, every brother ain't a brother. You know, you notice how he always talk about Farrakhan. He go along to get along with his Farrakhan. This is what he does. He go along and get along with his minister that he loves so much. But the man is a liar and a deceiver. And he's the white man's dog that protects the oppressor. Peace, family.